My story starts back in 2007 when I started building sheds for a shed company in Pickens, South Carolina. I built sheds for about 3 years, and in that time just really learned the ins and outs of what it takes to construct a shed, building a shed from start to finish. From that point on, I kind of got interested in the industry as a whole. In the fall of 2010, my uncle asked me if I'd be interested in moving to Florida to start a manufacturing company for the company that he was general managing for. And I thought, man, that would be a great opportunity to, expand my professional skills and move to Florida. So in 2012, we moved to Florida and we started up a shop here in Arcadia, and we started manufacturing sheds there in the summer of 2012. And that gave me extra insight into what it takes to run a shed organization. And I was primarily responsible for ordering the material, hiring the labor to construct the sheds, doing quality control, and just making sure that we were hitting our production numbers. And I was able to interface with dealers and drivers and corporate and admin. And that's when I really got a good look at, what a software platform would be capable of. And what ended up happening is actually, as I was running the shop there in Arcadia, I saw work orders coming in that had really poor defined drawings of the shed. So dealers were writing down kind of a box on a piece of paper with doors and windows, and just wasn't very legible. We couldn't build the shed to the right specifications. And so I thought, man, wouldn't it be cool to have a 3D visualization of a shed where a customer and a dealer could be looking at the shed together and putting the doors where they wanted to and adjusting the colors and putting the roof on it that they wanted to. And so that's when I had the idea for 3D Shed Builder. And so I started tinkering with that product, and that's where I really started to learn, what does software look like and how do you build a enterprise software product. And as I was working at the shop, I started to build this prototype. And by 2015, I had a pretty good working prototype of a 3D Shed Builder. Ended up showing that to the company I was manufacturing for. They loved it. They decided to license it from me. And that's kind of when I started my entrepreneurial journey. So in 2015, fall of 2015, I started working on 3D Shed Builder full time, took that product to market, supported about 4 companies on that product, and very quickly saw that, the 3D part and the design and the pricing and the configuration was really key, but that was just one really small part of the organization as a whole. And so in that process, I had brought on Fran to help me build out the 3D Shed Builder. And from there, we kind of looked at this product and said, where can we take this? And the answer was really not that far, because it kind of solved one piece of the business problem. And so we kind of sat down and said, well, I think we should start something that handles the whole business process. And that's kind of when Shed Suite was born in spring of 2017 is when we finalized, kind of sat down together. We wrote out 12 pages of requirements and just figured out what this app would actually do. And we started coding on it in the spring of 2017. And by the fall of 2017, we had a prototype. We had our first customer by the fall of 2017. We went to the Shed Expo to kind of debut our product. And by December 2017, had our second customer. And then I think in 2018, we added, 25 customers, something like that. And, now we have, over 80 customers, and we're growing. Our vision is to have, 200, 300 customers on the platform.